Welcome all my dear students to Sudharma's physics classroom. Today we are going to discuss some questions related with the combination of resistors. So that means the combination of resistors in series and parallel. So this is one of the most important part in our CBSE board exams. So watch carefully and understand each and every step. So today I'll be discussing some simple questions, and in the coming videos we'll be discussing more higher level questions. So in the last video I have discussed about the series and parallel combination in detail and how we reached into these equations. That's the series combination is the effective resistance is going to be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus etc. And in parallel combination 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus etc. So let's see how do we apply this into these questions. Okay, so let's start with a very easy question. What is the highest and the lowest total resistance that can be secured by combinations of 4 coils of resistance 4 ohm, 8 ohm, 12 ohm and 24 ohm? This is from our NCERT textbook. Okay, NCERT question. So very important, and this is one of the most easiest question we can ever expect from this part. Okay, so we have to find out the highest and the lowest total resistance, and let's see how do we calculate it. So as usual we will be writing down the values given in the question. So 4 resistors are given. R1 is equal to 4 ohm, R2 is equal to 8 ohms, R3 is equal to 12 ohms and R4 is equal to 24 ohms. So we know that to get maximum value for the combination, we have to connect the resistors in series, right? Then the resistors will get added up. So we can write R series is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So now we substitute the values 4 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24. So by adding this, you are going to get 48 ohms. So we just calculated the series combination. So this is going to be the highest resistance we can obtain from these resistors. Now we understand that the parallel combination of resistors will give the least value of this combination. So we are going to calculate the parallel combination. Hope you remember the formula 1 by Rp. Rp represents parallel combination. Okay, so 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4. Substitute 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 24. So that gives you 24 as the LCM. So 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So 6 plus 3, 9, 10. So it's going to be 12 by 24 or 1 by 2. So here one important thing is, most of the time students used to forget to take the reciprocal of this. Understand, here we are taking the reciprocal. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 2 or Rp is equal to 2 ohm. Don't miss this part, okay? Otherwise the answer goes wrong. So we calculated 1 by Rp. Now we have to calculate Rp, that is 2 ohm. Take the reciprocal of 1 by Rp. So this is going to be the lowest resistance, right? Lowest resistance possible with all these 4 resistors. Hope you understood it. If you just practice by writing down the question in your notebook and practice it yourself. Okay. Now coming to the next question. 3 resistors of 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm are connected in series and in parallel. Draw the arrangement and find the equivalent resistance in each case. So here an additional thing is there, we have to draw the diagram also. So first question answer is, we have R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 3 ohms and R3 is equal to 4 ohms. So series connection, how do we connect? This is the series combination, right? 3 resistors in series. So R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 3 ohms and R3 is equal to 4 ohms. Okay, hope you are understanding. Now we write the formula. Never miss the formula. There is half mark for the formula. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Then substitute the values 2 plus 3 plus 4. So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9 ohms. So this is the series resistance. Now let's draw the parallel combination. We have this only 3 resistors. So let's draw the parallel combination. So now this is how the parallel connection is done. See, even if you don't draw this voltage, that's okay. We can just draw only the resistors. In series also you can connect the battery. Okay. So 2 ohm, 3 ohms and 4 ohms. So how do we calculate it now? We have 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So here 12 comes as the LCM. 6 plus 4 plus 3. So 7 plus 6. So you're going to get it as 13 divided by 12. So Rp is going to be 12 divided by 13. Okay, so 12 divided by 13 will give around 0.92 ohms. Here, one interesting thing happens with almost all students is we feel that this answer is wrong because we got some fraction value. I'm just saying that from the experience because many students used to tell me like, I feel my answer is wrong. It's not wrong, okay? We can get fraction values in answers. Okay, it need not be always a normal number, right? Like 1, 2, 3, etc. Because we feel comfortable with those numbers, but it's okay if you get a fraction also because what you have to make sure is your formula is correct, the application of each value that makes that is correct, then your answer is going to be correct. So no need to worry if you get a fractional answer, that's okay. Okay. Now comes to another type of question. How can 3 resistors, 2, 3 and 6 ohms be connected to give a total resistance of 4 ohm and 1 ohm? This is a tricky one. We need to know how to solve these types of questions. So we have 3 resistors. Let's write down those values. R1 is equal to 2 ohm, R2 is equal to 3 ohms and R3 is equal to 6 ohms, right? Now we need to get 4 ohm and 1 ohm. In 2 different types of connections, we need these values. So the simplest form combinations we know is either the series combination or parallel combination. So let's try the series combination. We don't have to draw it now. We just see whether it is possible. We have 2, 3 and 6. When you add all these, what happens? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 6, 11. So they didn't ask us for 11 ohms. They are asking for 4 ohm and 1 ohm. This is again NCERT question. Most important because we need to practice all the text back questions. So series combination we can leave now. Now let's try the parallel combination. So there is a possibility in parallel combination to get 1 ohm. Still we are not sure we are going to try it, okay? Because 1 ohm is less than 2 ohm, so we can try the parallel combination. So let's try. So if it is parallel combination, 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6. So 6 LCM. So 3 plus 2 plus 1. So this is coming to be 6 by 6, that is 1. So Rp is equal to 1 ohm. So answer B is done. Okay. Because we just tried the methods. So we have 2 methods, basic circuits, that is series and parallel. So we tried that. Why we tried the parallel one? We didn't try series, right? In series we know we can just add it and it is coming as 11 ohms. That is a greater number. But in the second question they asked for a lower value. So we tried parallel combination and this is successful. Now let's see how do we solve part A. So the remaining 2 options are, we can connect a resistor like this and another resistor like this, another 2 resistors like this. So we have a parallel combination. So this gives you Rp, and this resistance, whatever value we are going to give there, that will be in series with the effective resistance of the parallel combination. Another option is 2 resistors connected in series that comes in parallel with the third resistor. These are the other 2 options. So let me try option number 1. So I'm going to connect here 2 ohms because I need 4 ohms. So 2 plus something can give you 4 ohms. I'm just trying that way. Okay. So 3 ohm and 6 ohm, right? So first let's calculate Rp. I'm going to use that shortcut formula R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay, so R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 is 3 into 6. This is only for that parallel combination. So 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6. So 18 divided by 9, that will give you 2 ohms. Okay, so this is for the parallel combination. Now already we have a 2 ohm, right? That is connected with that parallel combination, that can be replaced by 2 ohm now because we have calculated the parallel resistance as 2 ohm. So now this happens to be a series connection. So R is equal to 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4 ohm. So this answer is also calculated. This is the answer for question A. Okay, now you will be thinking, how do we know that it is to be 2 is connected here and 3 and 6 parallel? So it's all the logic we have to apply there. Okay, and we see what is the approximate value we are getting after doing this connection. So now you can try by connecting the second type. So see, the second type of connection you can try by giving different values for these 3 resistors. So here you see these 2 in series. You calculate that first. This is R series. That value will be parallel with the third resistor. That is how you have to analyze this circuit and calculate it. Okay, if you still have a doubt whether that connection gives 4 ohm or 1 ohm, you can try that and type the answers in the comment box. Whatever value you are getting with different combinations, mention which combinations you have taken for series and which resistor is taken as the third one. Okay, so I'm going to give you homework today. What resistance must be connected to a 15 ohm resistance to produce an effective resistance of 6 ohms? What resistance must be connected to a 15 ohm resistance to provide an effective resistance of 6 ohm? So we have 15 ohm and the last result should be 6 ohm. So here again I'll tell you how to think. Okay, I'm not going to solve it here today and you are going to solve it as a homework. So think what type of connection it should be. We have 15 ohm, effective resistance should be 6 ohm. That means it's going to be a parallel combination of 2 resistors because what resistance must be connected? That means a single resistance, another single resistance has to be connected to this 15 ohm to provide an effective resistance of 6 ohm. So you take that resistance as R or X, whatever it is, and you can use the formula Rp equals R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So Rp value is going to be 6 and now you're going to find out the remaining resistance. And this also you can type the answer in the comment box. So in the coming videos, I'll be coming with more questions, more different types of questions related with the combination of resistors, because this is this is where we can score very well. If you practice, if you understand the trick, this is the easiest part among all the chapters, and we feel the thrill of solving these circuits if you understand it properly. Okay, so practice all the questions discussed today, and in the coming video I will be coming with more questions, more types of questions. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.